What if I told you you could upgrade your brain? Like, seriously upgrade it, but not with some crazy new pill or expensive tech. The power's already inside you. So let's get into it, because today we're gonna crack open the original user manual for your brain.
Okay, so let's just jump right in with this kind of wild idea that's been floating around. The claim that you could boost your cognitive function by a huge amount in just a week. I know, it sounds like something out of a movie, right? But here's the thing. While the exact number might be, a bit of a hook, the truth behind it is actually even cooler. A real radical brain upgrade is possible, and it has nothing to do with a science lab. I mean, just look at that. 34%. That is a massive jump. So you got to ask, how is that even possible? Well, the secret isn't about cramming something new into your brain. It's about remembering what your brain was built to do in the first place.
All right, so this brings us to our first big secret. And it's all about a weapon our ancestors had. The key, you see, isn't in the future. It's way, way back in our evolutionary past.
And the answer is surprisingly simple. It's not a pill, it's movement. I know, it sounds way too easy to be true, but it's the single most powerful thing you can do for your brain. The neuroscientist John Medina talks all about this in his book, Brain Rules. He makes it super clear. Our brains didn't evolve to sit in a chair staring at a screen. Nope, they evolved to figure stuff out while we were moving around.
And this chart just shows you how huge that disconnect is. Think about it. Our ancestors, the people who gave us the brains we have right now, they walked about 12 miles every single day. Their brains were buzzing, constantly taking in new info, navigating, hunting. And us? Well, a lot of us are stuck in a chair all day. That giant mismatch between how our brain is built and how we actually live, that's a massive bottleneck on our brain power. Exercise literally feeds your brain everything it loves. More blood, more oxygen, more of the good stuff it needs to just work better.
Okay, so movement is rule number 1. Got it. But what about rule number 2? This is all about rewiring your memory. Because it's one thing to learn something, but how do you actually make it stick?
Well, the thing you have to understand is that your brain is super efficient. And you know what that means? It can also be kind of lazy. It's not going to waste precious energy remembering every single thing you see or hear. You have to give it a signal, like a little flag, to say, hey, pay attention. This is important. And the loudest, clearest signal you can send is just repetition. It's like the golden rule for making memories last. So how do we actually do this? It's a simple 3-step recipe. First, you get that initial exposure. You learn the thing. And this is the important part, don't just walk away. The secret is to come back to it really quickly, like within 10 minutes. That's the signal. That tells your brain, okay, this is one of the important ones. Then you come back again within 24 hours for a deeper look. That 1-2 punch is what really hardwires the info, pushing it from short-term into long-term memory. It's a total game changer, and it's based on the way our brains are literally built.
All right, so we've got movement and we've got repetition, but there's one more piece to this puzzle. A third element that acts like a turbo booster for your memory, and it's something we're all doing all the time without even thinking about it. It's called sensory integration. See, your brain doesn't just store a memory like a single file in a folder. It's not a vacuum. It loves context. It wants to know what you were smelling, hearing, maybe even tasting at that moment. The more senses you can tie to a memory, the more little pathways or breadcrumb trails your brain creates to find that information later. It really is like creating multiple backup copies of a file, so you can never lose it.
And this is where it gets so cool and so personal. I mean, have you ever had that happen? You smell something, maybe it's cookies baking or a specific perfume, and bam, you are instantly right back in a childhood memory. That happens because smell has like a direct superhighway to the parts of your brain that handle memory and emotion. It bypasses all the other stuff. So if you can intentionally link something new you're learning to a specific smell or sound, you're creating these super strong memory anchors. It makes the memory almost impossible to forget.
Okay, let's pull all these threads together now. We've got movement, we've got repetition, and we have engaging all of our senses. So what does this all tell us about how our brains really work and how we can stop working against them? And this right here, this is the big idea. For so long, we've been trying to jam a square peg into a round hole, right? We force our brains to sit still for hours. We try to cram info last minute. We learn in these boring, sterile rooms. The real breakthrough, the real secret to unlocking your brain power happens when you just stop fighting it. When you stop fighting your own biology and start working with your brain's original design.
So here it is, your brain's new user manual boiled down to 3 simple rules. Number 1, move your body. Seriously, next time you're stuck on a problem, just get up and go for a walk. Number 2, repeat what's important. Be the one who tells your brain what's worth keeping. And number 3, engage your senses. Create rich, memorable experiences around whatever you want to learn.
So let's circle all the way back to that 34% number we started with. Is it really some magic trick? Not at all. It's really just a symbol, right? A symbol of all the untapped potential sitting right there in your head, waiting to be unlocked. And the key is just a simple shift in how you see things. It's about remembering that this incredible machine between your ears was built for a totally different world, a world of movement, of survival, of rich sounds and smells. The real magic isn't some number. It's learning to work with that ancient design. So the only question left is, what are you going to do today to honor the way your brain was built?